I'm looking forward to this. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to Matters With. I'm your host, Philip Bryan. Today, we're here to discuss matters with you. It has been a year since I started this YouTube channel. Well, it's been a year as of me recording this. It will probably be slightly over a year when I publish it, and maybe it'll be way more than a year when you're watching it. I don't know when you are. To celebrate the year, I had a few suggestions.
A suggestion? Do you understand what I'm suggesting, Captain?
All right, next suggestion.
Next suggestion.
And one of them was that I review my favorite film. If you're watching this, you may know what my favorite film is. There are clues all over the place. Only I'm going to review this film a little differently. Breaking Away, 1979.
Stop! It was somewhere right along here that I lost all interest in life. Aha! It was right here. This is where I saw Dolores Reinecke and Fat Marvin. Ooh.
Breaking Away is about 4 young men after high school in that window as the world turns to face them and they turn to face it. They live in Bloomington, Indiana, and their fathers were blue-collar men working throughout the area. This quarry is what's left behind from their father's work.
Well, my dad said that Jesus never went further than 50 miles from his home.
Well, look what happened to him.
Aren't you glad we got fired from the A&P?
We didn't get fired, Mike. You got fired. We quit.
Well, all for one and one for all.
Directed by Peter Yates, written by Steve Tesich, starring Dennis Christopher, Dennis Quaid, Daniel Stern, and Jackie Earle Haley, featuring Paul Dooley and Barbara Barrie, as well as Hart Bochner. I think that's how you say his last name. He plays the frat boy jerk in this film.
You haven't pledged any sorority yet?
No?
You should. Most frat guys won't go out with dormies. I'm the exception.
So you're on the swimming team, huh?
Yep. Breaststroke.
You may recognize him as Ellis from Die Hard.
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
There's also a small part in it for John Ashton of Beverly Hills Cop fame.
You do that again, I'll shoot you myself.
Warning, there will be spoilers. I will discuss the main plot of this film in detail. A working-class Indiana teen obsessed with the Italian cycling team vies for the affections of a college girl while searching for life goals with his friends and baffling his father.
What's the matter?
He's shaving
Well, so what?
his legs. He's shaving his legs.
I mentioned that this was my favorite film. Let me make it clear. I love this film. When I was a kid, I think it was on a weekly rotation. I estimate I probably watched it 40 times. This here is Dave. He is obviously the one who's the avid cyclist, and he also, tongue-in-cheek, that somewhat seriously, thinks he's Italian.
He was as normal as pumpkin pie, and now look at him.
Dave, Mike, Cyril, and Mooch, they live in Bloomington, Indiana in the shadow of not only the university, but also the considerable socioeconomic and culture gap between them and the kids who now live in the halls of the school they can't afford.
You know, I used to think I was a really great quarterback in high school. Still think so, too. Can't even bring myself to light a cigarette because I keep thinking I gotta stay in shape. You know what really gets me, though? I mean, here I am, I gotta live in this stinking town, and I gotta read in the newspapers about some hotshot kid, new star of the college team. Every year is gonna be a new one. Every year is never gonna be me. I'm just gonna be Mike. 20-year-old Mike. 30-year-old Mike. Oh, mean old man Mike. These college kids out here, they're never gonna get old. They're out of shape. Because new ones come along every year. They're gonna keep calling us cutters. For them, it's just a dirty word. To me, it's just something else I never got a chance to be.
Dave copes with this via his obsession with cycling, the Italian racing team, and spending time with a beautiful co-ed who has caught his eye, and he's caught her eye. But he's not being his authentic self with her. Dave wooing a sorority girl pisses off the frat boys, who jump Cyril, mistaking him for Dave. Well, how do you think the guys are going to respond?
All right, they want to fight? We're gonna give them a fight.
We rednecks are few. College pale-faced students are many. I counsel peace.
Come on, let's go find those bastards.
This leads to a fight at the local bowling alley and the university making a choice. They allow the Townies, the Cutters, the locals to put together a team to compete at the 50-mile relay track cycling race against the college teams.
If you feel compelled to compete with the kids from the town, you'll do it in a different arena. We've decided to expand the field of this year's Little 500 bicycle race to include a team from the town.
But, sir, they're not good enough.
After a series of letdowns and heartbreaks, yet before the big race, Dave must face himself, his true self. His dad and he go for a walk.
I cut the stone for this building.
You did?
Yeah. I was one fine stone cutter. Mike's dad, Moocher's, Cyril's, all of us. Well, Cyril's dad. Never mind. Thing of it was, I loved it. I was young and slim and strong. I was damn proud of my work. And the buildings went up. When they were finished, the damnedest thing happened. It was like buildings is too good for us. Nobody told us that. Just felt uncomfortable, that's all. Even now, I'd like to be able to stroll through the campus and look at the limestone, but I just feel out of place. You guys still go swimming in the quarries?
Sure.
So the only thing you got to show for my 20 years of work is the holes we left behind.
I don't mind.
I do. Cyril's dad says he took that college exam.
We both took it.
How did both of us do?
Well, I don't know. One of us did okay. But neither of us... Hell, I don't want to go to college, Dad. To hell with them.
I'm proud of being a cutter.
You're not a cutter. I'm a cutter. What, are you afraid?
Yeah. A little bit. And then there's the rest of the guys.
Well, you took the exam. Did all right, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
In my life, I've been Dave, and I've been the dad. I feel that scene from multiple perspectives. This next one, too. The guys have to face their fears.
Dave, we're not gonna beg you. We may plead, but we would never beg.
Oh, the hell with it. Get off, Cyril. At least we got invited. I'm just gonna take it back.
Oh, you seem relieved, Mike. What's the matter? Does you think we can win anymore? Why not?
Maybe those guys are better than us.
Well, maybe they are. But that's the first time I heard you say anything like that.
That's the first time I ever felt that.
All right.
I love this scene where Dave's getting the bike ready for the race. I remember being a little kid watching this scene and just, there was an energy to it.
As long as you're going to be going out there, you might as well tell them who you are.
Right. Oh, wow.
Now it's race day. Dave starts the race and is doing really well. He's doing great. But he gets hurt.
Just a second, it's Dave Stoller from the Cutter team who's taken a bad spill.
And now his friends must compete without him.
The little guys get on the bike! I don't believe
In true sports movie fashion, Dave returns and brings home the win. I love this movie.
Here they go for the checkered flag, and 34
I love this movie. Even the jerk antagonist, in the end, applauds his grit. Their grit. He learns to respect the Cutters. The race matters, but the dynamic between these friends and all the supporting characters is the core of this fantastically written film. Breaking Away does have a few minor editing choices, and those corners are cut a little bit tight, and there's some odd ADR at times, but beyond that, this little film that could, this low budget little film with a bunch of actors that we'd not seen before but have seen many times since, was the best movie of 1979, in my opinion. What's a movie from your childhood that still holds up today? What did you think of Breaking Away? Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching all of my videos, or any of my videos, because very few of you have probably watched all of them, but some of you have watched all of them. And you have at least watched this one. Thank you again. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'll talk soon.
The winner is Steve Tesich for Breaking Away.
Oh, God. Where's Sam? I need Sam up here. God. There's absolutely nothing I love as much as writing. To get an award for doing something you love, it seems like a luxury I never expected.